Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Nelia. Welcome back to my channel and back for another video. And today we're talking about something super important, okay? What is the best hair to use for Marley twist? Let's get into it. After mini twists, my favorite protective style has to be Marley twists. They're super easy to install, super easy to put in and to take out. Love them. Can't complain. I have tons of videos on this channel with Marley twists, kinky twists, that kind of nature. They're all the same. They're all related. Now, since I've been doing this style for over 10 years, in some shape or form, I've been using and practicing and trying different brands of Marley hair, and I officially have my top favorite ones. Really only one, but we'll get into that. So today I'm going to go through 3 brands of different Marley hairs. I'm going to put the pros and cons of each one, if they're worth the money, and all of that jazz. So let's get into the first one. So the first one has to be the most popular. I see all the girls love it. It's the Cuban Twist super long 24-inch. This is by Equal. And this is super popular, okay? So let's talk about the pros. So this brand is easily accessible, okay? I've never had a problem finding Cuban Twist hair in the beauty supply store. And of course, on Amazon. What I also like about this brand is that it comes in different variations of length. So this is the 24-inch. I've also seen it in 18, 20, 22, different variations. So that's also really nice. Another pro is that this hair is really thick, okay? She is thick for the girl. Out of all the hairs I'm discussing today, this is probably the thickest hair in the whole group. Like, she thick. Okay, but now we have to get into why I actually avoid this hair. I'm not gonna hold you. This hair is actually within my current hairstyle. It's not the majority of them. It is like a helper to some of these because I didn't run out of my favorite hair. And let me see if you can find it. Here she is in my actual hair, and she does blend well with others. You know, she's not terrible if you really know how to install her. But baby, she is so rough. You could definitely feel my hair and feel which one is the Cuban Twist hair because it's just that kinky and just that rough. The roughness is really what deters me from grabbing this brand because Marley hair alone is already drying, right? These protective styles can be really drying on their own, especially using Marley hair. You can moisturize and oil your scalp and all that all you want to, but essentially this is very drying against your natural hair strands, right? So if I'm going for a Marley twist, I'm gonna try to find something that's not as rough as this. Another con is that it doesn't curl really well compared to the other two I'm gonna show you. So I do kind of like to curl my ends well, the curl fell out of those. I do like to try to curl my ends. Sometimes I just dip them in hot water, leave them straight, or sometimes I curl them. And I have found this hair is pretty difficult with curling. And the last con that I can say about the Cuban Twist is that it does shed. Out of the other ones that I've tried, this sheds and gets all over the floor, all over in little pieces. And I have to take my little vacuum and like vacuum everything up. Like, this hair sheds like crazy. I don't know if it's the way I'm handling it or what, but she sheds a lot. But because of her thickness, I think, you know, she is worth the buck, okay? I would say this one strand of hair can make one twist on your head, depending on the size you're going for. Or if you even want to separate the two, that can definitely be 2 mini twists right there. Where I go, it's about $8 a pack. On Amazon, I'll have to put the price up, but it's worth the price. I just wouldn't keep this style in very long because this is a very drying brand. And I would definitely try to like moisturize it beforehand and do all that jazz because of the rough texture. Now this is a brand I just decided to pick up because the beauty supply store didn't have my favorite brand, and also I just didn't want to try the Cuban Twist again, so I found this brand and I thought it sounded pretty promising. This is the Janet collection. This is their Afro Twist braid Marley style. So this is also, you're able to use this for crocheting. Of course, I did not use it for crocheting, and you know, the picture got me. Her twist looked really full and everything, and I was like, okay, let me try it out. So unfortunately, I only have one really good pro about this hair, and that is super soft, almost too soft. But just because it's soft, it is a little tangly within the bundle. You know, it is difficult to pull and grab when you're twisting your hair, so it's not the easiest to work with. The biggest con is simply that it's just really thin. I feel like it's just not worth the money. Like, look how thin this one strand is compared to Cuban Twist. Like, I just feel like it's just not worth the money. You definitely need to grab like a handful of hair to make even a decent sized twist. So this was not, you know, my favorite purchase. Luckily, I only brought 1 pack of this, but maybe it's better for crocheting, which is what it showed. But you know, I was hoping like, oh girl, you know, in this, I don't know, but I feel like if you're trying to achieve this style with this hair, you're gonna have to buy like a couple packs, at least maybe 10 to 11 packs to even get the thickness that you're desiring. So the last pack is of course my tried and true, my baby. Okay, we've been through thick and thin. This is a really old brand and an old style, but thank God they're still making this hair, because if they stop, I don't know what I would do. But my favorite hair of all time is of course the Jamaican twist braid, and this is by Feet Chest Equal as well. Who else was, oh yeah, so they also made the Cuban hair. Look at that. All the texture, it's literally the middle between the two I showed you. It's not too rough, but it's also not too soft. It's right in the middle, okay? It's perfect against my hair. I don't feel horrible putting it against my fine natural hair. Others might disagree, but it does not feel too bad. It's very lightweight as well. And the strands come easily in the pack. You can just grab and go as you please. They're sectioned off very well. Recently dropped an XL size of this, which took forever, by the way. I feel like they just dropped it last year in 23, but they finally have an XL. I feel like this is probably like an 18 or so, the original pack, and then the XL is like in the 20s. So they do have an XL of that. I'm not crazy about the XL only because as you braid down, it thins out way too soon. So I kind of feel like I have to double up when I do braid with that hair. So I still kind of like just grab the original and work with that. The majority of my hair is done with the Jamaican twist braid, with a little bit of that Cuban because I ran out in some places, but this is the majority of my hair, and I love it. I have no complaints. I feel like it's really soft. I've actually had braiders, like professional braiders, ask me what hair this is because they're like, that's not Marley, but it's not like, I don't know what it is. And I'm like, Jamaican twist braid. And it's perfect. I love it. It also curls really great. If you're into like the shorter kinky twist with like the curls at the end, this hair will really curl really well. It takes well to heat. Of course, there's some cons. She can't be a 10 and 10 across the board. The first con I will say is that she doesn't come in many color variations. She does, of course, come in the standard 1, 2, 4, and things of that nature, but she doesn't come in any like fun colors like ombres or anything like that. There's a few blondes, I think. Yeah, as you can see, I do have this blonde. I think this is a like 1B30 or something like that. Like she does something like simple colors like that, but unlike the Cuban twist, I will say Cuban twist is really good at coming out with ombre colors, like the purples and the fun colors and just different variations. So if that's something you're into, you know, maybe you wouldn't like Jamaican twist braid, but if you like something standard color with a little peekaboo highlight or something like that, then Jamaican twist braid definitely will work for you. And this could just be my area. I'm from the DMV area, but she is getting pretty hard to find. I'm not exactly sure why, and I hope that doesn't mean they're discontinuing it, but baby girl is hard to find. Maybe it's because y'all are buying her so much. We'll go with that. It can be kind of tricky to find. I don't see her in a lot of beauty supply stores. It's very rarely I see her, but thank God she's on Amazon, and she's actually like in a 6-pack on Amazon for a couple bucks or so. So that's awesome. I will definitely leave all the links to all these hairs down below so you can check them out, but Amazon's usually my go-to in case I want her like the next day, because Prime, baby. So I do want to put a disclaimer that the Marley twist hairstyle overall is pretty drying. I don't recommend leaving this hairstyle in for longer than 3 to 4 weeks. I definitely think our hair needs a break and a breather in between this hairstyle, because overall the hair is drying no matter which brand you try. There's some form of dryness, so definitely give your hair a break and watch those ends. Alright y'all, so that's my video on the best Marley twist hair. I hope you enjoyed. Leave down below if you tried any of the brands that I discussed, or if you have a better brand, because baby, I'm willing to try it. Thanks so much for watching. Give me a like if you found this video helpful, and subscribe, join the family, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.